came up on the south side of Chicago in terms of my stand-up career. I started out in a black club. I performed black-like. It is a difference. It is a huge difference between black comedy and mainstream comedy.
Black crowds, they want you to kill every time.
We paid you, we expect a show. I didn't have women sit in my front row like this the whole time.
White crowds are willing to let you kind of mess up a little bit. Like they'll kind of be a little bit more laid back. They're way more forgiving. They're like, oh, that joke didn't work. He'll make us laugh in like another two. We'll give him 2 minutes.
White audiences love me just because of my hair. Like I don't even have to do anything. I just go on stage and smile. They laugh. We love her, she's the funniest. It just doesn't, no hard work at all. It's super easy.
This one might have some merit to it, because I have to say, I know a lot of people and I know a lot about religions, but I do not know a lot of Black Buddhists.
I would be able to discuss that with my Buddhist brother, I suppose.
I have an aunt, her name is Helen. She is 85, she's been practicing Buddhism. She told me like 40 years.
Yes, Black folks do practice Buddhism, they do, and it's a big deal. So actually, I'm a part of an organization called Soka Gakkai International, and there's a very big Black presence everywhere. I've been a part of chapters in Atlanta, chapters in Chicago.
If you go to the temple down on I think it's 18th Street in Wabash, it's packed with nothing but Black people.
I've been practicing Buddhism since the year 2000, so that's about 16 years.
I practice Buddhism, especially after I saw what's love got to do with it. I was like, Tina, life is better. I gotta get my life better.
The only person I could probably think of right now is probably Tiger Woods, I think.
Up until Russell Simmons really came out with his green Shambhala bracelet, and he sort of started writing books on Buddhism and the power of meditation.
Okay, I think the problem with Buddhism for Black people is there is no God. That's probably the biggest thing.
First thing they say is, what? You don't believe in God?
I grew up in a family, it was all about Jesus and the Lord and God. You can't say but Buddha, but you can say but God.
We have deep Southern Christian roots, you know, Negro spirituals and stuff that we feel sort of delivered us from hard times and oppression.
It's central, right? You go to some communities and the church is a part of the economic development. It's a part of the education system. It's a part of everything.
The religion that most Blacks follow or practice is more of a habit. It was given to them. So they habitually do it just because all their life they went to church and all their life it was just like this.
I left the church, but the church didn't leave me. I love going to church. It was very instrumental in who I am today, but I find organized religion very confining.
I have a difficult relationship with what I've been taught about, specifically around Christianity and how religion functions. And as a Black woman, as a Black queer woman, and I have some exploring to do. That's where I am.
I think I know more Black women who practice Buddhism than Black men, and particularly Black lesbians. I've done a lot of research recently and oral histories on Black lesbians, particularly who live in the South, and a number of them are Buddhists. They don't just have to go to the Baptist church or the Kojic church and get their shout on. They can sit and meditate and hum or chime or whatever the case may be.
Nam myo renge kyo, nam myo renge kyo.
Basically, the practice of Buddhism, as I practice it, is the belief that all people possess the Buddha nature. And what the Buddha nature simply means is that we all have the capacity to become happy, right? We're born with this. It's not something outside of ourselves, it's something inside of ourselves. I practice Nichiren Buddhism. We chant a phrase called Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Chanting is a way to get in touch with or be in rhythm with the universe, right? It's a way to feel empowered and vital and to bring forth wisdom and courage and compassion.
There's a sense of, I guess, aligning yourself and calmness that it presents to us.
You can just be everything that you want to be, and it's not necessarily about believing in God and not believing in God. It's not about what you believed before. It's just about, you know, being here and achieving your best life now.
Buddhists also don't believe in death. They think that you come back at the same level that you left at. So, for example, if you look at somebody like an Oprah or Will Smith or Beyonce, right, and where they're, well, not even a Beyonce, because she's just successful, but if you look at somebody like a Will Smith in the way that he thinks, and an Oprah in the way that she thinks, it's believed by Buddhists that they've had several other lifetimes to acquire such knowledge, and that's why they're so successful in this life.
I think there's been a large segment of Black people who have found other avenues to worship and to find balance and purpose. Because of our experience of terrorism in this country.
We have a heart in this life, we have a heart in this country, we have a heart in this world, right? So we struggle. So this practice is simply a way for us to overcome these struggles on a daily basis and ultimately, individually and collectively, advance ourselves, develop ourselves.